Hello and welcome to the season finale of my MotoGP 19 career mode. Season 1 in Moto3. Well, I guess technically season 2, but the first season was Red Bull Rookies, so it is the first full season, and we're here for the finale in Valencia. So let's have a look at the championship standings going in. So after a pretty bad run of episode races, to be honest, we have managed to lose our 20-point lead, and we're now only 3 points behind Aaron Canet. It doesn't look likely that we'll be able to beat him, but it does look quite likely that we should be able to secure second place in the championship at least. I mean, I'm going to still go to try and win, because I don't know how good the AI are going to be in Valencia. Maybe it'll rain or something. You never know, but that's how the standings look at the minute. Let's have a look at Moto2. So it's still all wide open in that. So Alex Marquez leads 7 points ahead of Marcel Schrotter, who is 7 points ahead of Luti. Schrotter is third, 16 points behind, and Lorenzo Baldassare is fourth, 25 behind. And in MotoGP, it got wrapped up in the last episode. Marquez is 25 points ahead of Rins. It's 41 ahead of Dovizioso and 64 ahead of Valentino Rossi. But look at the look at it. Those guys are all in the 300s, and then Miller is 200 points behind. Ridiculous. Who won Red Bull Rookies? Carlos Tate managed to win the Red Bull Rookies ahead of Yuki Kuni in second, Jason Dupasquire in third, and Salvador only got fourth. So yeah, I mean, Salvador nearly won the championship when I was there, so not such a good season for Salvador. But without further ado, let's head into Q1, since obviously if you do practice, it just puts you into Q1 anyway, apparently for some reason. So we'll go into Q1 and hopefully we'll have some decent pace here, because I really want to have a nice season finale here. So then, we are here in the garage for Q1. And interestingly enough, it's actually raining, heavy rain. If we go back to the other wet races of the season, well, there was one at Austin and we won that quite convincingly. Aston, I think it rained in qualifying, so again, that's just an OP track. So I'm not really sure how we stand against AI in the rain. Did it rain at Silverstone? No, it was dry at Silverstone, so hopefully we can, hopefully this will play into our favour a little bit. The front tyre's already warm. I've only just come out onto the track. I've not even done any laps. That's a bit weird. It's cooling down now though. So yeah, let's go for a lap. We might need to do a couple since it's raining. It's pretty easy to make a mistake. But at least the AI probably won't quite have the advantage. I think it kind of nullifies maybe what they have in the rain. I know they definitely struggle with a bit of rear traction in the rain. They do at Sachsenring, definitely. Oh yes, it also rained at Sachsenring in practice, but I don't think it rained in qualifying, did it, or the race. Well, actually, might have rained in qualifying, but it was dry in the race. Towards the line to start our flying lap. This episode will just be a one race episode. Obviously, it's the season finale. I don't want to start Moto 2 without without having its own episode for it. It's a bit extra special. Ramirez, I just saw, I went on the outside of it. It didn't click with me for a second, but Ramirez, that means he's in Q1, so he must have had a pretty poor practice session, because he actually won the last race in Malaysia. Or did he actually come second? Actually, I can't remember. He was 1-2 with Mino, but I don't remember which order they were. The Best of Capital boys definitely been doing a lot better as of late. That's for sure. A little bit of a track extent there. Apologies for that. Seems like we are getting away from Ramirez quite a bit though on the map. I mean, I know he's on an outlap, but AI don't go much slower on their outlaps. Oh, we've gone into the gravel here though. That's not good. We'll have to go for another lap now. That's for sure. But it's not too long on the tracks, so it's not too bad. A lot of corners as well, not so many straights. So I think I did mention in the last episode about the back-to-back straights that they have here. But any predictions I have, I think just have to go out the window, because I kind of predicted that I would win at Malaysia, whereas I struggled to get P7 in the end there. I've gone a bit wide again, so we're struggling to keep on the circuit a bit. Down into Adrian Campos now, the last corner. Out of the last corner we go, towards the line. It's going to be a 50.1, but like I said, obviously did run in the gravel, so we'll go for another lap and hopefully that's a bit better. So towards the line then, what's the lap time going to be? 48, 49, for 49.4, so we beat the lap time by 6/10 there, so I think that's going to be enough to end the session. Hopefully we've gone through to Q2. So at the end then, we were on top by 1.4 seconds. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. 1.7 then back to Shannon Chu in third, and then 2.4 to Alonso Lopez. So this could really play into our favour here. I hope we can sort of transfer this pace over to. And I mean, I know going top of Q1 doesn't necessarily mean anything, but we are by 1.4 seconds, and that's quite a big margin to someone who should be another front runner, really. So yeah, this could bode quite well for us. So we're in the garage now for Q2, and I'm going to put on a new set of medium wet tyres, obviously, for this session, and go out and hopefully only take one lap, because hopefully we won't run into the gravel again. And then, dare I say, hopefully it's good enough for pole. I mean, I don't really want to curse myself again, like I did in Malaysia. So come up towards the line then. Will this be an improvement? A 49.3, so yes, it's actually an improvement on what we did in Q1. So if we box, hopefully that's good enough for a decent position on the grid, but we'll fast forward the time and see where we end up after a few minutes. Finally we are back on a pole position here. That lap time was by far good enough in the end, 1.1 seconds ahead of Antonelli in second place there, third place for Aaron Canet, fourth for Jan Masia, fifth for Dalla Porta, sixth for Gabriel Rodrigo, seventh for Darren Binder, eighth for Guy Taylor, ninth for Tony Arbolino, and 10th for John McPhee. So we've actually achieved an objective again for once, which is a pretty nice surprise. So let's head into the race, and I hope it's still raining. I really do.
It was a long weekend for the Moto3 riders, but finally the showdown is here. We're coming to you from the starting grid. There's just a few minutes to go before the race begins. So
unfortunately then, it is in fact dry for this for this race, which is not ideal at all. So AI are probably going to have probably a pace advantage once again, but you know, we are on pole, so it's looking a bit better for us. We are actually in front of Canet, which has been quite a while since that has been the case. We don't tend to get off the line very well, but we can be pretty aggressive on the first lap, so we've got to hope we can do that. So go for the medium tyre there on the rear. And yeah, let's just start the race and go for it. We're going for the World Championship, so I will be going for some maybe more risky moves.
The riders are all on the starting grid. Just a few moments to go, and the lights at Ricardo Tormo Valencia will go out, starting the race.
So Canet's third, that's important to note. We have still all got clear visors on as well, which is just something that happens after you've had a wet session. They all keep the clear visors. Off the line, it's not been a great start. Canet's had a fantastic one, look at him. Our teammates actually had a good start, a good qualifying apparently once. We're down to 7th already as we go down towards turn 1. So we're sort of back into a position I'm more comfortable with. We're going wide there to get the better run. Oh, Dalla Porta, man. Look at Canet, that's unbelievable. Run at the inside of quite a few here. Our teammates in second position somehow. We're back up into 4th again now. Pushing Antonelli out the way. Rodrigo actually flying the flag for Grassini for once. It's the first time I've really seen him all season. Actually fighting for a decent position. I'm going to go to the left hand side of him. I'm going to go and try and hunt Canet down now. Canet is in the lead. In fact, we actually do seem to have pretty decent pace compared to Canet here. Well, that was a bit of a dodgy braking zone for me, but actually I didn't crash, which I thought I probably would. Yeah, I do seem to just be struggling here at the moment. At least Canet does. I mean, as soon as I catch him, I want to go for the move. I don't want it to be one of those things where he was a bit slow on the first lap and starts to pull away. Right back on the back of him now, and a whole second in front of Rodrigo almost. Well, the inside we go! Off Canet hit! Oh, that could be for the World Championship! Just going to get my head down and just try and go now. We actually have taken the lead for once by force as well, after, you know, another terrible start. He's crashed into the back of his Adrian Campos, so he's probably going to come back into the lead now. Not happy about that at all. But we have actually kept the lead ahead of Canet here. So we lead. Canet in second, Antonelli third. Wow, Rodrigo lost quite a few places in that last sector, didn't he? Here comes Canet as we go into turn 1. Coming up towards the line then to end the lap. 43.6 there. We've got an 8/10 lead ahead of Canet. So it looks like the lack of straights is actually helping me. And I'm starting to realise, I think, why the bike probably felt better earlier on in the season. The physics, obviously, I preferred those a little bit, but also I didn't have to push. I'm not really pushing now, so yeah, that's why the bike feels better. Alright, still towards the line, start the penultimate lap. We still lead by quite a while, 1.7 seconds to Canet behind. Coming up towards the line to start the final lap of the race. 43.0, fastest lap off the race on that lap actually, so I am getting a bit more comfortable with the bike in the dry. 3 seconds the lead now, just got to bring it on home. Right, so out the last corner we go. Up towards the line to become the Moto3 World Champion. Against all the odds, I can't believe it. I really
While
can't.
the riders complete their victory lap, let's take a look at the final ranking of the Moto3 race.
So in the end then, absolutely dominant weekend. Look at the lap times there. 43.0, that's, well, 6 tenths quicker than anyone else. Canet actually not having the fastest lap out of the pursuers there, but he had such a good start. I thought the championship was gone after that start, so I put everything into that first lap, and I saw I was catching him. I was like, right, we have to go for it now. We have to go for the move into this penultimate turn, even though how stupid it seems, you have to go for it. So I dived up the inside, got the move done. Then obviously we had that contact into the last corner, and it got a bit all frosty. And oh, damn, it feels good. Really, we pulled out the bag at the last second of the championship. Really, we've been struggling for the last 4 or 5 races, and we come out and win here in Valencia. So we've won the race ahead of Canet in second, Nicola Antonelli third, Jaume Masia fourth, fifth for then Lorenzo Dalla Porta, sixth for Romeo, seventh for Mino, eighth for Gabriel Rodrigo, ninth for Arbolino, 10th for Vietti, 11th for Toba, 12th for Vinda, 13th for Foggia, 14th for Agora, 15th for Cornfart, 16th for Suzuki, so a bit of a weak race there for Suzuki, 17th for Chalonchu, 18th for Sergio Garcia. I think he was our champion? I think he was our championship rival at the beginning of the season. It seems such a long time since then. John McPhee in 19th place there, Sasaki in 20th, 21st for Alonso Lopez. Actually, was it Lopez that was our? I think it might have been Lopez. It was one of the Estrella bikes. I remember that being our rival. And 22nd there for Romano Finati, 23rd for our teammate Riccardo Rossi, 24th for Philip Salach. And remember Tom Booth Amos getting those 2 podiums at the beginning of the season. That seems like such a long time ago as well. In 25th there, Ralph Fernandez in 26th, 27th for Albert Arenas, 20th for Kitsuki Masaki, 29th for Perez, and 30th for Makar Yuchenko. 47 seconds behind after a 6-lap race there. Looking at the Riders' Championship then, we win the championship with 310 points there, 2 points ahead of Aaron Canet in second place, 27 clear of Lorenzo Dalla Porta in third, 4th for Jaume Masia, and 5th for Nicola Antonelli. Not going through the whole championship standings. We could have a look, see where a couple of people are. So let's have a look where Celestino Vietti got ahead of John McPhee in the last race. Foggia actually got ahead of Garcia, so it must have been Garcia then. Yeah, so Garcia ended up 16th, and Tom Booth Amos finished 17th. Considering that Garcia got second and then like a third, I think he's not had a great season. I mean, I think he got these two basically the first 3 races got like pretty much the majority of their points there, their whole season total. So not too good for them. If we have a look at the teams championship there, we were 4th there in the end, then 92 points away from best capital Dubai. So nothing you can do about it. Those guys did a fantastic job all season. You know, Masia and Mino. We had a bit of controversy with Mino a couple of times throughout the season, but fair play to him, he did a good job. 28 points out of Leopard Racing in second place there. Third place for 658 Squadra Corsa, and 4th for us, Comalan Grassini Moto3. 5th for Selgar and Max Racing Team. 6th for CIP, obviously they basically got carried by those results earlier on in the season, and Binder was pretty consistent as well. As he was also good at the start of the season and pretty consistent for the rest of it. Sky VR 46 move ahead of Snipers in this last race. 9th for Honda Team Asia, 10th for Drona Spinner Racing, 11th for Strela Galizia, and 12th for Sama Qatar Angel Nieto Team. 30th for Red Bull KTM IO, which to be fair was just on shoes, so it's not going to be that good. Prustal GP only with 22 points there, and 0 for, you know, RBA that used to be, wasn't it? But it's BOE School Rider Mugen Racing Team now, and also 0 for Real Avincia Arizona 77. Although again that is a 1-rider team, so it's a bit more forgivable, but none from either of those teams. So that's a pretty impressive result there. 463 points off. So yeah, let's head into whatever championship ceremony there might be, along with the Part Ferme, and then go to the Career Hub to end off the episode and end off Moto3.
This victory is the cherry on top of an exhausting weekend. If his team keeps working like this, it will be really difficult for his opponents to overtake him.
Well, it'll be difficult considering that there's no more races in the season, Keith. But yes, we won the championship, and the way I wanted to as well. A bit of a scrap with Canet. Yes, it was a bit of a boring pull-away race, but we did have to do it on track. here's this cutscene again, similar to the Rebel Rookies one. Taking off the helmet, putting it on to the bike there. It's kind of floating above the bike, isn't it? He's walking away. I guess he's walking towards the trophy. The bike, the helmet's still floating. Although that might be because I've done a model swap for the helmets. Actually, might not be Milestone's fault. Actually, there's the Moto3 Championship trophy there. So there we go. Then the world champions in Moto3. Fantastic stuff. Very happy. I probably don't sound that happy, but I am absolutely thrilled. So in the end then, we gained quite a lot of reputation points this weekend. So we got the objective for qualifying on the second row, 720 there, 544 for the first place, and then 100 for the bonus. Again in the race, objective top 5, we got 1,440 there. First position we got the 816 bonus, and then for the bonus we got 120, so in total for the bonus options then we also got 2,169. So for the whole weekend we got 5,909, which brings us up to 85,006 points there. Oh, and we actually get some extra ones. We get for the career progression there. So for the championship, we get 6,400 for getting the championship objective. We also get 1,632 for winning. So okay, let me get this right. I got 6,000 just for getting in the top 10, and then only got another 1,000 for winning the championship. Seems a bit weird to me. And we also got 1,350 as the bonus. So then we got 9,382 there from the whole season, and then that gave us 94,388 points. Well, okay, so favourite team. Every motorcycle fan has a favourite brand, a bike that can make their hearts sing by just hearing the roar of the engine. Choose your favourite team, the one you aspire to race for once you reach MotoGP and you'd like to win the championship with. Ooh, this is sort of a quick decision here. Well, there's only 6, so you can't pick from any of the satellite teams, obviously. I'll probably go with Mahar, go with Yamaha, so we'll go with that one. So then the transfer window we can look at now. So looking at the different options we've got then. So we've got the same team, we can stay with the same team in Moto3. We can go to the NTS RW Racing team in Moto2. We can go to the Leopard team in Moto3. We can go to the Stelgard and Max Racing team in Moto3, and we can go back to Rebel Rookies for some reason. Quite why we'd want to do that, but I don't know if it says. So obviously I'm going to go for NTS then. It's the only real option here. So NTS RW Racing is interested in offering you a contract for the next season. We need a rider who can guarantee us constant placings and keep us in the points zone. We expect you to achieve at least 15th in the championship. I think we can probably do that, so that's what we're going to go for. We're going to sign the contract with NTS there. Signed, and that is now our current team. So welcome to NTS RW Racing GP. Our teammates will be Bo Ben Schneider and Stephen Odendahl then. So that's it then. That's sort of how the championship kind of ends, I guess. A bit abruptly, but you know, I suppose that's going to be how it is. So let's have a look at. Actually, yeah, we'll kind of leave it there. Then we'll leave the rest of it for the the start of the Moto2 season. But that is it. We have now signed with NTS. We are Moto3 World Champion, beating Canet there on track, just like I wanted to do it. And I've got to say as well, obviously I know it's AI that I'm about to applaud. The AI, yes, I moaned about them. They were inconsistent the whole season. Basically, that episode's a prime example. Previous episode, I got 7th at a track that I'm supposed to be pretty good at, and struggled to get that position. Whereas this one, I didn't have to push to win. I was over a second quicker than the guy in second every lap, which is pretty weird. I've got to say. It's just weird. I know I keep saying the word weird over and over again, but if you go back to Argentina, we won the race by 9 seconds, and then we had a race like Mugello about 4 races later where we were P30 and couldn't even get close to the guy in 29th place. It was an up and down season. I know my performance wasn't consistent from track to track, but it was pretty much there. The AI really were up and down, and some tracks with more straights, they were overpowered. You couldn't get close to the tracks, like Valencia for example, with little to no straights. That's it, they were gone. It's like Assen, it's not focused on the straight, it's focused on how you take the corners, so they're like certainly, you know, all of a sudden 2 seconds a lap slower again. Argentina would kind of argues the same thing. It's not, it has got that long straight, obviously the back straight, but in terms of that, it's not really a lot of long straights. So they couldn't gain the lap time. I mean, they were already the bad AI there, so that's why that gap was exasperated to 9 seconds. But it's just those kind of things. So like I said, the AI were inconsistent, but Canet and Dalla Porta, I suppose you could go give credit to Antonelli, Mino and Masia as well, all give me a good run for the money the whole season. You know, always making me, you know, sometimes making me push way past the limit and make stupid mistakes. So fair play to them, definitely some worthy opponents. But yeah, that's the end of Moto 3 then, and we will be back for the next episode with Moto 2, and hopefully we can you know, carry on where we left off in Moto 3. But I feel like that's probably not going to be the case. I think we should be a bit more. I think our off weekends should be closer to the front. Obviously, because like I said, it's less dependent on straight line speed. I know it's not nice to keep bringing it back to that, but that is genuinely how the game is. Obviously, the faster the bike is, the little extra bonus that AI have is nullified. So yeah, like I said, I hope you did enjoy that video. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day, and I hope you're looking forward to the Moto 2 season, which should be starting pretty soon. So I'm done with school for a few weeks now, so I should be recording a lot more frequently, so we should be getting career mode episodes every couple of days for the foreseeable future, along with league race videos and stuff as well. But enough rambling. Kind of knew I could pad this a little bit out a bit more compared to usual, obviously, because you know, it's only a one race episode, so otherwise it won't overrun. But yeah, like I said, I hope you did enjoy this video, hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I shall see you in the next one.